Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. Now, Cameron and Mace were, of course, doing their show, It Is What It Is, and they were discussing Sukihana, and Cameron was saying, I think she was trying to throw some subliminals at me when she was in the car with me.
I ain't know a bitch was trying to be subliminal with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there driving. You mind if I put my Bluetooth on? I guess I was playing too much Nas and Hove and all that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then this song comes on. She says, I mean the nigga ass. I mean ass. Then we switch. Now his ass. And I said, are you trying to tell me? Because look, let me tell you something about me real quick. I let you get in the gooch. That's as far as you go. When I say the gooch, that's under the. Don't touch my ass, yo. I'm not. Don't turn me on. I know. Listen. Now, have I got my ass before? Pause. When I was a teenager, and listen. And when a ate my ass, my nights wasn't up, and I was now on my knees.
Well, let's unpack this.
Cam is hilarious,
Let's unpack
man.
this. Cam is a rapper, so Sukihana probably just wanted his opinion on her music.
Maybe.
Right? And
Maybe.
And you know, we all love Cam's honesty. He admitted to getting his salad toss. Dropping the clues bombs for Cameron. Nothing wrong with that. I don't even think that deserved a pause, Cam. I don't think that deserved a pause.
No, it doesn't deserve a pause.
But
it could. Yeah, maybe she was playing his music, or maybe she was, shooting a shot.
I doubt it. I think she probably was just wanted his opinion on her music.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, now let's jump to Jeezy. Now, Jeezy had a conversation with Nia Long. They got candid. They talk about everything: love, life, legacy, and also their relationships. Jeezy talked about his divorce and what got him to that point.
What happens when a man gets to the point where they're just like, okay, I'm filing for divorce?
Integrity intact. I could never say anything that would not honor somebody.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you that this has not been an easy journey. I can tell you that I'm saddened. I can tell you that I'm disappointed. I can tell you that I'm uneasy. But again, God has put me in a different path. And that path is going to entail for me to take care of myself, and I can only do what I can do, right? And I can't expect someone else to do what I'm doing.
But did you go to therapy with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
So you actually addressed it, tried to work through it, tried to do the work, and it just was like not happening. Well, then you tried.
Well, that's some good therapy. F it, you tried.
And again, that's Jeezy talking to Nia Long, and then Nia Long discussed her breakup.
I had a really public breakup recently. It was a wake-up call for me in the sense of like, okay, you're going to do this on your own and you're going to be fine. Because the relationship was rocky for a very long time. So, because I don't believe another person can break anyone up.
Right.
Like, I don't buy that, right? To your point with your son, I think my older son saw me trying to keep the family together, but I had to come to a place where loving myself was bigger and more important than saving anybody.
Well, if you got to save your star player, if your star player is not doing good, the team
Can we not talk players? Can we use a different, can we say like the best horse in the race?
Can we drop one of Clue's bombs for the magic? The magic that black women, especially black women stars from the 90s possess. It's unmatched. Because what reason would Jeezy have to be sitting in front of Nia Long spilling his guts like this other than he's a fan of Love Jones?
Yeah, but it's amazing.
I'm saying
it's amazing.
It is incredible.
Yes.
But what reason?
You're right.
Other than you loved her in Boys in the Hood and Soul Food, would you have to be sitting in front of Nia Long spilling your guts the way that he did? As private as Jeezy is.
That's crazy, right?
And as much as Jeezy don't like to talk about nothing, and you give your first statements on your divorce to the good sister Nia Long, not mad at it. But drop one of Clue's bombs for the magic that black women, especially from the 90s, possess. It is something about them, isn't it?
Right. You got to check out the full interview. And he also talks about trauma and how he was molested as a child.
What was the activation moment of trauma for you?
The first was being left with a babysitter that was a woman that was older than me, and her, touching and doing things to me that don't normally happen to kids. Right?
Like molesting.
Right, basically.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to sex at a very
Really
young age.
young?
Yeah. Second thing was that I had this lady that lived next door to us in an apartment. She was married to this guy. They had 2 kids. And
Yeah.
it was around my age, and I used to hang out with them. And I was there one day. They got into an argument, and I heard them. You know, and I heard that saying before, you wait till I get back. I'll be right back. And I heard some yelling, and all I heard was,
He killed the wife?
he didn't kill her. He shot her like 4 times.
Oh my God.
Right? And eventually, they found me under the sink when the police and everything was there. But I just, they just stuck with me.
I love it, man. Brothers is having conversations that we don't normally have. Okay, I've told y'all I got molested at 8, right? And I told y'all I got my ass eaten. 2 totally different scenarios. But the fact brothers are discussing these taboo things openly, we are healing. We are healing. You hear me?
Yeah,
you hear me?
Well, like I said, you guys definitely need to check out the Jeezy and Nia Long conversation. I do want to play one more part, and this is a conversation that a call he received from Farakhan.
When I got out of jail, I was at the lowest point in my life. I did everything right, and I got caught up. I had Minister Farakhan calling me every other day, like, Jeezy, brother, the enemy is coming. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So
Why was he calling you?
He called me and said, Brother Jeezy, your message is changing. The enemy is coming to get you. I said, with all due respect, Mr. Farakhan, all my enemies in my neighborhood, I'm not going back there no time soon. He said, no, the enemy. But he was saying was that my message was changing and I was starting to educate my people.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And now here comes the enemy. And he wasn't lying. It was when I got to that arena to do my show in front of 30,000 people, it was my turn to go on stage. It was maybe 70 police back there waiting to take me to jail. It was a span of my life, maybe like 3 years, probably shortly after my first album. Like it was shootout to shootout. Like I've been in shootouts with my dad being right there. And it's like a combo of everything.
Well, you always got to heed the minister warnings. You know, you got to heed the warnings from the minister, but also know you are divinely protected. So weapons may form, but they will not prosper. You hear me?
All right.
You hear me?
Well, that is your rumor report. All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us. And also, Doug Melville will be joining us. He has a new book called Invisible Generals.
That's right, man. It tells the amazing true story of America's first black generals, Benjamin O. Davis Sr. and Jr., a father and son who helped integrate the American military and created the Tuskegee Airmen. And it is the latest release of my book in print, Black Privilege Publishing, via Simon & Schuster. So can't wait to sit and chop it up with Doug. I had Doug on The Daily Show with me last week, too. So it's a pleasure to have him on Breakfast Club this morning as well.
All right. Well, we'll get to front page news next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.